Guys, when was the last time Liverpool won a game? When was the last time Liverpool won a game? Cannot spell slot without spelling lost. That's how bad he is. The ball fraud. What a time to be alive, guys. This is your latest Manchester United news. Guys, we're going to talk about latest comments from Ruben Amorim's press conference. Licha's return. The butcher is back, baby. Licha's return. Harry Maguire potentially being out, right? But of course, guys, we have a massive game to react to, or the massive game to talk about, which is the Nottingham Forest game. Guys, stick around. We'll talk about that later on the pod. But for now, let's dive in. Let's talk about what is happening. Obviously, let's talk about the Nottingham Forest game. What to expect? Because obviously, everybody's hyped. It feels like this is too good to be true. It feels like it's 2013 all over again, where we walk into to go see a game, and you know what, you expect to win. I know I listened to Ruben talk about what to expect, how the confidence is, and how they're preparing for this game, and how he's saying everybody needs to be a little calm and all of that. But like I said in the last pod, it feels different. It feels different, guys. When you go in, when you watch the game, the way they're playing out, they're playing with purpose. And I don't know, guys, maybe you can help me, tell me where the turning point was. And I still think Jim Ratcliffe coming out and backing the manager really helped. But I still want to know what the turning point, because it's hard to pinpoint. These are the same players, right? So I want to know. Obviously, the win against Liverpool in Anfield, it really helped. But like, at what point, guys? Let me know. Let me know what you think, right? When did you see like it started to change, right? After the Liverpool game, obviously, morale was high, and it felt like we could beat anybody. But we've been here before, right? Last season we beat Man City, and it felt like, oh, you know what, this was the turning point. And even the seasons before, because I remember with Jose Mourinho beating Man City, I think it was 3-1 where Pogba scored that header. And then literally the next game we lost to, I want to say it's West Brom, for City to win the game. So again, we've been in this position where it feels like we win the game and it's a turning point, and then it just falls apart. But this one feels completely different, guys. It feels completely different. So guys, if you can tell me, like, maybe pinpoint what you think is the reason why it feels like we're playing better. It feels like everybody... Cunha is... I think Cunha is a big part of this. I think Brian and Mbuemo, but morale is just up. Maybe the attitude. Again, a lot of stuff has changed. So I'm not particularly sure. Maybe you guys can help me. But like I said, we'll talk about Ruben and the press conference and what he talked about. So just going off like my predicted first 11. I called it last week, where I said I'm pretty sure Harry Maguire wasn't going to play. And the back line was going to be Euro. It was going to be De Ligt. De Ligt has been massive for... I would keep saying this because I think last season he kind of flew under the radar, where, maybe he got a lot of stick. But this season he has been so consistent, and I'm going to keep shouting De Ligt's praises, because he's been amazing for us. So I go with, honestly, my predicted lineup, I would stick to the same, because it's working. So if you keep, except for injuries, which, listening to Ruben speak, there are no injuries right now except for Harry Maguire. So I'll keep everybody as is. I'll keep Schmeichel reincarnates in goal. I will keep Euro, De Ligt, Luke Shaw, even though the Butcher is back. Obviously, he's not going to play. I know Ruben said Licha is buzzing. He wants to come in and play, but let's just go easy on him. The lineup right now looks really good. The team looks good. Morale is high. So I'll go Euro, go De Ligt, go Luke Shaw again. And the midfield, I'll go Bruno and Casemiro. Also, there's a change, because previous games, Bruno and Casemiro didn't work. It felt like we're getting the game just flew past both of them. Bruno didn't know when to go forward or stay back. It felt like Casemiro was too old. His legs were gone. But now, maybe if you think about it, right? If you see the Brighton game and how we pressed, Luke Shaw and De Ligt came all the way forward. So I think that is helping in the way we stay compact in the middle, where you don't have that much space. Now it's possible that if we play better teams, maybe we get exposed with the way like our defenders are, like Luke Shaw and De Ligt, the way they press forward. It's possible. But for right now, I think it's the solution to the midfield problem, where it feels like we're always outnumbered. When we played Brentford, it was the same thing. It felt like we were getting outnumbered every time in the middle of the park. But now with Luke Shaw and De Ligt coming all the way forward, the midfield is now compact, right? So we win the ball high and the energy is high. So if you're able to win, you're able to defend and press forward, then it's easier. You're not doing that much covering again. So, like I said, I think it's really good. De Ligt in the middle, Euro, Luke Shaw. You play Ahmad, Bruno, Casemiro, and then I'll keep Dalot for right now. Dalot, I think, is the weak link right now. It's again no hard feelings. It's just what I'm seeing. Right, Dalot is not up to it right now. And Dogu came in against Brighton and almost got a red card. So I know he just got introduced into the game. He had a misplaced pass, but Dogu is not up for it. At least for right now. I think Dalot is still better than Dogu for this moment. For this moment, Dalot needs to step up his game, man. Ruben Amorim is bro, you have a Portuguese manager. What else do you want? So, like I said, I'll leave Dalot. The top, though, just because I think Nottingham Forest will play really deep, right? And we've in the past, we've struggled with a low block where they seem to catch us on the counter-attack. If maybe I would tweak that and play, instead of Šeško, I might play Mason Mount. So Cunha, Mount, and Brian Mbeumo, so the top three is very fluid. If we have a target man, it's easier. Maybe it's easier to defend. Guys, let me know what you think. Right? So, do you think we're better off, at least for this game against? We know how Sondheich played. He's going to go low block and sit, defend, try to catch us on the counter like they did last season with Anthony Elanga. Beautiful goal that he scored. I say beautiful goal only because he was a Manchester United player. But I think we can switch it up a bit and then play Mount, Cunha, just so the front three is fluid, so we have movement, and maybe it's harder for Nottingham Forest defenders to track. If we have a point man, it might be easy, and they have really tall, big players as well, right? So maybe we alternate between Cunha, Mount, so it's not static, it's very fluid. It changes a lot. There's no target man for defenders to defend against. I think that's my predicted lineup. Guys, let me know what you think. Also, I mean, who do you guys think will win? I said, well, not who do you think will win. What would be your scoreline prediction? Because I think going into this, maybe we need a clean sheet. I think Manchester United beat Nottingham Forest 3. And me saying 3-0, it might be a little conservative. But my prediction will be 3-0. Guys, let me know what your prediction would be. Like I said, going back to the press conference and what Sondheich said, I know he came out and said, oh, it's all clickbait. And I really love the way Amorim handled that press conference. He said, we have to understand, right? Somebody who was a pundit is different from a manager, right? When you're a pundit, you say outlandish stuff for clicks, for views, so people are interested. So I wouldn't really take what Sondheich said with that much. Oh, you know what? He said this. Nah. I think he said it just because of the setting and the environment he was in. So it's okay for him to say that. Sondheich is saying if he switches to a 4-4-2, he might win more games than Ruben. First off, Manchester United is that if we hire Sondheich at any point, then I think maybe we're fighting relegation. And I don't see that happening, right? So again, he said it. He said what he said. He said it for clicks. He said it for views. That's completely okay. Ruben, I thought, handled that really well. He said, "Hey, you have to separate the pundit from the manager. It's different when you're a pundit. When you're a pundit, you want to say crazy, outlandish stuff for views and clicks." And he respects on that. He's very intelligent. He's very smart. So he expects him to defend. Maybe we will not have as much space to play as we did in the Brighton game, the Sunderland game, and even the Liverpool game. So it is what it is. I think the best response to that would be to go there and beat Nottingham Forest 5 or 6-0. Guys, I know we keep going back to the table, but if Manchester United wins tomorrow, we have the potential to go second place. And it's not even about, right now, it's not even about the table. It's about just being up there where you're fighting side by side with the top team. Because if you say if we're saying our aspiration for this season is top 4, right? These games like this, you want to win, right? I'm not saying it's going to be an easy game, because obviously we saw last season and how it was. Even though we're writing off last season, no game in the Premier League is easy. We get that. But if our aspiration right now is top 4, then games like this we want to win. And depending on how results go next week, like I said, we might be second place. It's not really about being second place, I know, guys, but it's about just being there where we're fighting with Liverpool. I say Liverpool. Hey, guys, when was the last time Liverpool won a game? When was the last time Liverpool won a game? Liverpool, nah. This is the Liverpool that I knew. This is the Liverpool I grew up watching. Trash Liverpool. What are we talking about? And he's Slot. You cannot spell Slot without spelling lost. That's how bad he is. The ball fraud. Guys, like I said, depending on how this go, now we're toe-to-toe. We're keeping up with Arsenal. We're keeping up with City and people above, right? So, again, the next week, or Saturday, but when it comes out. So Brighton plays Leeds. We don't really care about that game as much. I think Brighton goes and wins. Burnley plays Arsenal. Arsenal, they've been outstanding. I'm not even gonna cap, guys. Arsenal have been outstanding. Their defense, top notch. They just find a way to win, and that's the mark of a champion. If you can go and win this kind of games consistently, right? And that's kind of what we're looking for with Manchester United. Where games like this, where it feels like, oh, you know what, it might be a little difficult, we go and win. I don't care if we win 1-0. I don't care if we win, as long as we win. That's what makes a champion. So Arsenal, they go away to Burnley. I think Arsenal will win that game. Crystal Palace, Brentford, that's going to be a very good game. Brentford, Crystal Palace, very good, well-coached teams. So Fulham players, I think Wolves might go down. Even though, funny thing, last year I was talking to my friend who's a Wolves fan. I think they were in this similar position last season, and somehow they managed to escape relegation. So who knows, man? Maybe they still somehow, I don't know by what fluke or magic, they somehow avoid relegation. We play Nottingham. We go away to Nottingham Forest. Like I said, I think this game ends 3-0. Tottenham, Chelsea. Honestly, these two teams, man, they've just been so inconsistent. Super. I hope it's a tie. I hope they draw the game because, why not? It'll be a better result for Manchester United anyway. Liverpool, Aston Villa, another lose, another defeat. That's what's going to happen for sure. So, hey, Liverpool fans, I feel sorry for you guys, man. Remember when you guys were, Amorim is sacked in the morning? The fraud. Jurgen Klopp gave you a winning team. He literally spoon-fed you the entire recipe. He gave it to you and you won the Premier League. Now with over, I think 500 million, bro. Can't win a game. Can't win a bloody game. Florian Wirtz, waste of money. Alexander Isak, waste of money. Hugo Ekitike? What the heck? Hugo Ekitike. I feel like he's the only person. Virgil van Dijk, trash. The whole Liverpool team, trash, bro. That's how we love to see it. Complete trash. Guys, let's go. Tomorrow, we watch the game. We come back. Stay tuned, guys. We're going to do a reaction after the game and let you guys know how. Maybe I think we're planning on doing a watch along. If it's not possible, then we're just going to do a post-match reaction and hopefully we come back and it's 3-0. Like if it's 4-5, even better. But like I said, my prediction 3-0. Guys, let me know what your predictions will be. Let me know your predicted lineup as well. Like I said, I think Ruben keeps the same. I know he liked to, I think it was last season where he liked to rotate a lot and all of that. But I think if it's working now, why change it, right? So I think he keeps the same team, the same squad. Even though he said like there are a lot of people who, the way they train, they should be starting, right? But obviously, if you're playing match games and you're winning match football games, then you're not going to change that. Guys, come on, like, comment, subscribe. Let's go, Manchester United.